Hi, welcome once again to another fantastic video. This is Santu Sahu and you are watching Sahu's tutorial. In this YouTube video, I will be covering 50 important MCQ questions on English literature for the upcoming UGC NET exam. And this is the part 20. Here I am conducting 1000 MCQ series for the upcoming UGC NET exam on English literature. This is the part 20. And in the previous 19 videos, I have discussed 950 MCQ questions along with explanation. If you want to watch all those videos, all those 19 videos, please visit the playlist, that is 1000 MCQ series. You will get all the videos there. So this is the part 20. But before starting the session, I would like to request all of you, please do subscribe my channel and stay tuned with my channel and tap the bell icon to get more notification that I will upload in future. And do not forget to share with your friends as well and hit the like button. So here is your first question on your screen, and watch the video till the end because it is going to be a very fruitful session. So here question number 951. For which work of Ibsen August Strindberg added? You can see now that my seed has actually fallen into Ibsen's brain pan and grown. Now he carries my semen and is my uterus. Hedda Gabler, Doll's House, an enemy of the people, or Peer Gynt. So here the right option is Hedda Gabler. It was Hedda Gabler. So Hedda Gabler. Now let's look at this explanation here. That in 1891, August Strindberg accused Ibsen of plagiarizing the play in his Hedda Gabler. August Strindberg, after reading Henrik Ibsen's play Hedda Gabler in 1819, suggested in a private letter to a friend that his own plays, that is the father and creditors, have influenced or inspired Ibsen to write that Hedda Gabler. And Strindberg wrote that Hedda Gabler is a bastard of Laura in the father and Tekla in creditors. Okay. Strindberg added, you can see now that my seed has actually fallen into Ibsen's brain pan and grown. Now he carries my semen and is my uterus. Okay. Next question. Who wrote Creditors as his most mature work? Who wrote Creditors as his most mature work? August Strindberg, Henrik Ibsen, Emile Zola, or Miguel de Cervantes. So Creditor was written by August Strindberg as his most mature work. Moving to next question. Who is often referred as the father of realism? So father of realism is here Henrik Ibsen. A. Which of the following is a set of characters discuss a ghost resembling the late King Hamlet in Shakespeare's Hamlet? Which of the following, there are some following characters, set of characters discuss a ghost resembling the late King Hamlet in Shakespeare's Hamlet? Horatio Francisco, Horatio Marcellus, Bernardo or Horatio or Bernardo and Marcellus. It is Horatio and Marcellus. So here B is the right option here. B, Horatio, HM, to remember, HM headmaster, HM, Horatio and Marcellus. Okay. Now the ghost exists, leaving Hamlet incensed. Hamlet answers the worried calls of Horatio and Marcellus, telling them nothing specific but demanding that they both take an oath to tell no one what they have seen and heard. In Shakespeare's comedy The Taming of the Shrew, which of the characters wins the wager in the final scene? It was Petruchio. It is Petruchio wins the wager in the final scene. Let's look at the explanation here. All are shocked when the now obedient Katharina ensures Petruchio wins the bet. The couple go to bed and leaving the other stunned and that he has tamed a cursed shrew. Petruchio is repeatedly teased about being married to a shrew. In retaliation, Petruchio wagers with Lucentio and Hortensio that if they all summon their wives to them, his Catherine will be the most obedient in responding. Catherine is the only one of the three who comes and winning the wager for Petruchio. She then hauls the other two wives into the room, giving a speech on why wives should always obey their husbands. The play ends with Baptista, Hortensio and Lucentio marveling at how successfully Petruchio has tamed the shrew. So here it is the right option here, Petruchio. In Shakespeare's Othello, which of the characters claims that his daughter has been stolen from him by magic charms? So here the daughter is here Desdemona. It is the father was Barbantio. Next question: which of the following Shakespearean plays have title as double entendre? Double entry, it is much ado about nothing. The title of this play is actually an example of double entry. During this time period, nothing would have been pronounced noting, which means paying attention to something or making notes about something. This describes how the characters are paying attention to all of the wrong things. For example, Claudio takes note and acts out because he thinks her hero is cheating on him, but she is not. The other definition of nothing from that time would be a slang for lady parts, because she had nothing. So this double entry would suggest that love relationship causes a lot of problems. Who am the following is also called a hyena in petticoats. A hyena in petticoats, you have Mary Wollstonecraft. Next question, what was the nationality of Kyle Gabrin? Kyle Gabrin is a Lebanese. Next question, in his masterpiece of the Laws of Ecclesiastical Polity, Richard Hooker affirmed the Anglican tradition as that of threefold cord not quickly broken. He specifically referred to the following except. So he referred tradition, he referred scripture, he referred reason, but he did not refer community. So here community is the right answer here. You have to match it. Krishna Rossetti's Goblin Market, Sohram and Rustam by Matthew Arnold, The Ring and the Book by Robert Browning, and the Bothi of Topper na Bhulich. So here the tale of a father who inadvertently destroyed his son. It is Sohrab and Rustam. And gently satiric account of an Oxford student on vacation. It is actually the Bothi of Topper here. This one. Story of a pleasure-seeking Laura and Lizzie. It is, you have Goblin Market. Laura and Lizzie. It is Goblin Market. And you have a sensational 17th century murder presented through multiple dramatic monologues. It is The Ring and the Book. So here A is, you have that is you have, where is the A3, okay, A3, and you have B, that is B1, and C is C4, and D, that is 2. Okay. Next question, who was awarded the Hawthorne Prize at the age of 20 for his first work appropriately called A Beginning? It is Dominic Morris. And his biography is My Son's Father. Who has written the autobiography entitled My Son's Father? It is Ruskin Bond, Gibb Patel, Arkenarian, Dom Morris. It is Dom Morris' biography is My Son's Father. Who says the following lines and where? But thoughts the slave of life, and lifetimes full, and time that makes survey of all the world, and must have a stop. Hamlet in Hamlet, no. Macbeth, no. Hotspur, King Lear. So here Hotspur in Henry the Fourth, Part 1. So C, Hotspur, Henry the Fourth, Part 1, the right answer here. Next question, these lines are from Against the Bridal Day, which was not long. Sweet Thames, run swiftly till I end my song. It is from Prothalamion. Spencer's Prothalamion. Who said these lines about epic poetry? As civilization advances, poetry almost necessarily declines. It is Thomas Macaulay. Next question, the following lines are taken from which work? The best lack all conviction, while the worst are full of passionate intensity. It is from, actually, you have the that is the from the Second Coming. Its Second Coming. The best lack all conviction, while the worst are full of passionate intensity, is from W. Yeats' The Second Coming. Next question, direct method language teaching involves the use of target language, true. Repetition of exercise, true. Linguistic correctness, true. Problem solving exercise, no, it does not deal with problem solver. So D is not right answer here. A, B, C is the right answer here. So C is the right answer here. Next question, in here the following words does the narrator proclaim either I am nobody or I am the nation. Either I am nobody or I am the nation. So here the right answer is here Derek Walcott's The Sooner Fight. Derek Walcott's The Sooner Flight. Here B is the right answer here. Next question, like Cordelia, the fool in King Lear is referred to by Lear as his child. Next question, the Bothi of Topper and whose subtitle A Long Vacation Pastoral is a lengthy narrative poem by a Victorian poet. Who is Robert Browning, Tennyson, Arnold, Arthur Young. So here D is the right answer here. Okay, it is actually a narrative poem by the Victorian poet Arthur Young, which was critically well received at the time. The work was written in the summer 1848. The poem follows its main character, that is Philip, as he departs from his Oxford companions who are studying in the Scottish Highlands to pursue a life filled with love and adventure. The error of evaluating a poem by its emotional effects, that is affective fallacy. Who was at that viewed the Wasteland the longest poem in the English language because of its profundity, perplexity, and density of poetic allusion, myths, and meaning? It is Wyndham Lewis. It is Wyndham Lewis. Next question: the phrase "rich disorganization" is which refers to the wasteland was used by. Here, the phrase "rich disorganization," which refers to the wasteland, was used by Efer Lewis. Efer Lewis. Rich disorganization. Next question: in which of the following Dryden say Donne affects metaphysics? It is discourse of satire. In discourse of satire. Next question: if Pope be not be a poet, where is poetry found? It was told by Dr. Samuel Johnson. Dr. Samuel Johnson. Next question: Samuel Johnson's a let's look at the explanation here. Samuel Johnson's a famous literary critic back in the 1700s wrote in a life of Pope. If Pope be not in the life of Pope, he wrote that if Pope be not a poet, where is poetry to be found? Many felt the same way, believing that none could equal Pope in his mastery of the heroic couplet. Grammarian funeral was written by Robert Browning. Robert Browning had written a grammarian funeral. A grammarian funeral is a quite interesting poem by Renaissance time. In this poem, grammarian question knowledge has died prematurely as he spent all his time reading the books and commentaries. He gave up all joys and dedicated his life and to read and learn. Hardy's The Dynasts epic drama is about the Napoleonic works. It is about the Napoleonic works. Hardy's The Dynasts. The monumental work done mostly in blank verse with some scenes, descriptives, connecting sequences, and stage direction and prose depicts the career of Napoleon Bonaparte from 1805 until his defeat to Waterloo in 1815. The Dynasts is an English language closed drama in verse and prose by Thomas Hardy. Hardy himself described this work as an epic drama of the War of the Napoleon in 3 parts, 19 acts and 130 scenes. The Baroque Cycle is a series of novels by American writer. The books travel throughout early modern Europe between the restoration of the Stuart monarchy and the beginning of the 18th century, named the novelists. So Delany, William Gibson, Neil Stephenson, Bruce Sterling, they are all cyberpunk novels. They are all cyberpunk novelists. Okay, so here the right option is Neil Stephenson. Neil Stephenson is the Baroque Cycle, and it has 3 that is Quicksilver, the Confusion 3 volume. Volume 1 Quicksilver, it consists of Quicksilver, King of the Vagabonds, Odysseus, and the Confusion. Another one is System of the World. Okay. The Snow Crash is a science fiction cyberpunk novel written by whom? It was written by Neil Stephenson. Neil Stephenson's famous work is Snow Crash. Which of the following work of Byron is autobiographical? Childe Harold's Pilgrimage is autobiographical. Next question: if God did not exist, it would be necessary to invent him. It was Voltaire. It was told Voltaire has told that if God did not exist, it would be necessary to invent him. Next question: which of the stories is an example of Kipling's Tales of British India? Kipling's Tales of British India, it was The Man Who Was. Who did Kipling in his work, that is The Man Who Was about it was an example of Kipling's Tales of British India. Next question: the man who was Thursday, a Nightmare is a 1908 novel by it was written by actually G.K. Chesterton. G.K. Chesterton has written The Man Who Was Thursday, a Nightmare. Okay, it's a metaphysical thriller. Lady Bracknell is a character from The Importance of Being Earnest. Lady Bracknell. The structure of novel was written by Edwin Moore. Next question: in which novel of Jane Austen's we come across a pivotal character, Mr. Knightley? Mr. Knightley is a character from Emma. Next question: which was Jane Austen's first novel? It was Sense and Sensibility, published in the year 1811, and after 2 years, 1813, comes Pride and Prejudice. Then you have Mansfield Park, then Emma. So D, Sense and Sensibility 1811, 1813, Pride and Prejudice. After that it comes Mansfield Park and then Emma. Okay. Next question. In which Charles Dickens novel do we come across as character Miss Pross? So Miss Pross appears in Tale of Two Cities, Hard Times, David Copperfield, Dombey and Snow. So in Tale of Two Cities, Miss Pross appears. Next question. Who is the author of the Catalina? Catalina is the famous work written by Somerset Maugham. Somerset Maugham has written the Catalina. Okay. Catalina is a novel written by William Somerset Maugham and first published by Honeyman in 1948, set in Spain during the Inquisition. The novel is a satire on the power of the church, and it is Maugham's last published novel. So here, Catalina is a script girl supposedly cured by divine intervention after witnessing a vision of the Virgin Mary. As a result, she is pressured into becoming a nun in Carmelite convent. Okay. And what is the other name of Thomas Hardy's novel Under the Green Wood Tree? It was the Mailstock Ware. It was the Mailstock Ware. Next question. Who is the author of the classic Gone with the Wind? It was written by Margaret Mitchell. Margaret Mitchell has written Gone with the Wind, and it is a Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell. The story is set in Clayton Country, Atlanta, both in Georgia during the American Civil War and Reconstruction era. Next question. We poets in our youth begin in gladness, but they reach calm in the end, despondency and madness. The above lines are from Resolution and Independence. Okay. We poets in our youth begin in gladness, but they are calm in the end, despondency and madness. So this is a lyric poem actually by William Wordsworth. This is a lyric poem. This is a lyric poem by William Wordsworth, and in that work these lines appear, and that is we poets in our with begin in gladness. That is Resolution and Independence by William Wordsworth. Is a lyric poem. Next question. Sindhi Oberoi. Sindhi Oberoi is a character, the narrator or the hero in Arun Joshi's The Existential Writer. The Indian existential writer is Arun Joshi. Is the foreigner says that my foreignness lay within me and I could not leave myself behind wherever I went. Identify the countries which Sindhi Oberoi went to. Sindhi Oberoi went to five countries. They are, just try to remember through this trick, UAE, United Arab Emirates. So U stands for here Uganda, and A stands for America, whereas E stands for England. So UAE, and then you have IK, that is India to hai, and Kenya. So UAE and IK. Okay. So here A is the right answer here. Okay. Kenya, Uganda, England, America, and India. Next question. A poet laureate said, I do not think that since Shakespeare there has been such a master of the English language as I. It was Lord Alfred Tennyson. Lord Alfred Tennyson. C. Next question. Who among the following was a contemporary of John Milton and wrote the Orthe Communicant? Orthe Communicant. It is said that his prose can be read easily when Milton's must be studied. So Orthe Communicant was written by Jeremy Taylor. Next question. In 1668, Dryden wrote dramatic poesy, an essay which uses 4 separate characters to dramatize the conflicting viewpoints which knew Socrates, Eugenius, Lycidius, and Neander. So Dryden was Neander here. 4 separate characters. C is the right answer here. Okay. Writing his most influential play, Augustine Bach called it my most beloved drama, the child of my greatest suffering. The play is here a dream play. Next question. In which essay does Virginia Woolf observes that if a writer were a free man, not a slave, to the convention of the liberty marketplace, there would be no plot, no comedy, no tragedy, no love interest or catastrophe in the accepted style, and perhaps not a single button sewn on as the Bond Street tellers would have it. So it was in modern fiction. B is the right answer here. Next question. Who are the following pair based describes the characteristic feature of Marlowe's portrait of Tamburlaine? Was ambition? Yes, he was ambitious. Apathy? No. Cruelty was there. Sympathy was not there. So here A and C is the right answer here. Okay. So A and C. So C is the right answer here. Next question. Who is the author of the statement? The 19th century dislike of realism is the rage of Caliban seeing of his own face in the glass. It is by Oscar Wilde. So here is the last question of 1000 MCQ series here. To whom did Raja Ram Mohan Roy write in 1823 his letter seeking the introduction of English education in India? It is to Lord Armstead. Here. A is the right answer here. Okay. So thank you for watching this video. Please watch all the 20 videos in the 20 videos I have discussed 1000 MCQ series along with the explanation. Visit the playlist, that is 1000 MCQ series. You will get all the videos. Thank you once again, and do not forget to subscribe my channel South Tutorial.